What's going on, guys? Welcome back to everyone's favorite video, best video on legendary website, youtube.com/wolfievgc/wolfie/pokemon/VGC. I'm going to be honest, it is 11 p.m. And I'm running a little late. Today. I do want to say, though, before we really get started on today's YouTube video, number one, I know the camera's not in focus. Don't yell at me. I can't figure it out. Number two, I know I have laundry in the back. I have to put it away. I think I put too many things in the drying rack, so it's like taking a while to dry. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want from me. My room is a little messy. I know it's a little bit more than a little messy. That's fine. I gotta clean up. Everyone will yell at me. That's just part of the rules. Number three, I thought we were going to hit 150,000 YouTube subscriber today. We did not. So hopefully tomorrow we will hit 150,000 YouTube subscriber, and then we get to start working towards the big milestone, 200,000 subscribers. And I said that I would cosplay Dracovish. We got to get there. I don't want this thing like hanging over me for the rest of my life. But yeah. Anyway, with that out of the way, first of all, if you're awake right now, thank you for watching this video. I know I have people all over the world who watch me, because I'm so great and special. Yeah, let's go, Wolf. Wow, you're wow. Anyway, moving on from that, what was I saying? The Pokemon Nintendo Direct. The Pokemon Treehouse announcement. I don't really know what it's called. Tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, which is the time zone that I live in, there's going to be Pokemon news. And I wanted to take a little bit and talk a little bit about the news that's coming out tomorrow, and what I want to see from it. So I don't know if you guys are interested in this type of video, but here we are, so we're going to talk about it. So basically, I've heard a lot of rumors. You've heard a lot of rumors. Rumors have been flying, right? And it is dangerous to rely too much on rumors, so instead we must use facts, but there are no facts, so we're going on rumors. So basically, there's a couple things that people are talking about. Some people think that the announcement tomorrow is going to include, as part of the announcement, Pokemon Uber Diamond and Pokemon Hyper Pearl, okay? Basically, Gen 4 Diamond and Pearl remakes. That's something that's floating around. And when I first thought, I feel like everyone's kind of feeling like these remakes are coming eventually and probably in the next few years, right? In Generation, basically, like, they've been remaking games since, what, Fire Red, Leaf Green, when Generation 3 came out? That was Gen 3. And then they remade Gen 2 with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, which was Gen 4. Then they remade They didn't do a remake in Gen 3, did they? Or in Gen 5, sorry. The Gen 3 remake came out in Gen 6. Like, Gen 6, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 1. You know what I'm saying? And so, basically, following the pattern of the last few years, every other year, there's a remake announced, right? Sun and Moon saw... Oh, wait, no. Wait, what? It's Gen 6. X and Y? That was Gen 5? No, that was Black and White. X and Y saw Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire come out. And so that was the Gen 3 remakes. And so now we had Gen 7 where there were no remakes announced. And so basically people are saying that there's going to be Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out in this generation. Frankly, thanks to my information, I do agree. Just kidding. I actually sometimes I do have information. This time I don't actually have any information. Birdie, on the other hand, might have information, but I do not have information. I do feel like these remakes are coming. However, I hope they are not coming soon. I hope that they are not announced tomorrow, because number one, I think it would really damage the excitement of Sword and Shield. I feel like people are really, really loving Sword and Shield right now, and I feel like announcing the next Pokemon games would kind of feel like that would, to me, as a player and as someone who's playing Sword and Shield, it would kind of it would to an extent kind of end the excitement for Sword and Shield. Not end, but I would definitely say take away from it, because if new games are coming out, it kind of implies that, like, Sword and Shield are finished, you know? I don't know if this is making sense to you all, but I feel like if they were... First of all, it's so soon into the games. Sword and Shield came out in November, and it's currently January, and so it'd be, less than 2 months after the games were released, because it was November 15th, so that's the first thing. It just feels too soon, and on that note, I honestly hope that they don't announce whatever the sequel games are, you know? Like, with Pokemon, obviously there's the two main games, and then there's always some kind of sequel, whether it's Black and White 2 or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or, you know, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. All of those things are like, these are things that we expect to be coming in the future. We expect them at some point to release the third version of the game, because they always do. And we expect them to remake Diamond and Pearl at some point. But I don't think that this soon into the cycle is when I personally want to see that. I think that would be not great for Sword and Shield. And honestly, it's not needed. And also, like, I know that people are, like, the people who made these games are probably, it takes a lot of work, I imagine. I don't know, I've never made a game, but there's a reason for that, because I'm not very good at it. I need a haircut. But, you know, it's a lot of effort to make a game, and I don't think that they would want to, I don't think that it would be necessarily good to have the developers jump right into making the next game and have it ready so soon after. Obviously, you don't need to have a game ready to be posting it, but you, yeah, like, it seems a little bit early for that. So, that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see new game announcement. What I do want to see is a couple things. So there's been some talks about, and this is what I personally think is pretty likely. I personally think Pokemon Home, whatever the new Pokemon Bank is, I think it's called Pokemon Home. I think it's pretty likely that. Oh, I'm thirsty. I think it's pretty likely that Pokemon Home is going to be more information is going to be given, whether it's more details about Pokemon Home or it's I don't know, like, you know, when it's going to be released. I think that's pretty likely. Unfortunately, I do think, well, with regards to Pokemon Home, there's something I want to see and something I don't want to see. So, what does Wolf want to see? I would love to see the starters get released with their hidden abilities. With the exception of Inteleon, who is trash, whose hidden ability is not very good. Both Cinderace and Rillaboom have really good hidden abilities. And right now, I do feel, so the 3 Surges are currently available on Pincurchin, Galarian, Weezing, and Indeedee. But Grassy Surge is currently not in the game. So, well, it's coded as Ribombi's, Rillaboom's hidden ability, but it's not legal right now. So those starters' hidden abilities I would love to see. I also think Cinderace is, like, pretty good and currently being not slept on necessarily, but Pyro Ball is a very, very good move. It's high base power, I think, and has a chance to burn, I think. Not actually sure, because I haven't really used it very much, because it doesn't seem very good. However, giving it Libero, don't know, giving it its ability, which is essentially Protean, I think that could be really cool, because that allows it to change its types, and it's just overall a really good ability. It's a very, very good ability. I don't want to understate that. It allows it, and I know Cinderace has a couple good moves like High Jump Kick, which, although it's risky, changing your type is really valuable, especially with Dynamax. And I think that Cinderace being able to change its type is going to be super, super good for it in competitive. I don't know if I'm going to want to play against it, frankly, because it kind of scares me, but the ability to get stab on all of your max moves is very nice and shouldn't be underestimated. And Rillaboom's a really cool Pokemon as well, with Fake Out and Grassy Surge and Knockoff, which is rare in this format, but still, it's an amazing, amazing attack in this format. I think those Pokemon being added into the game, I don't feel like they need to happen right now, frankly. Like, I think that would be kind of cool to throw in towards, mid to late metagame. Personally, like, because I feel like the metagame is still pretty early on, and I feel like that could be a nice way to shake it up. But if they announce it tomorrow, I would not be upset. I do want those Pokemon in the game at some point, because I think that they both add something valuable, especially Rillaboom with its Grassy Surge, basically new Tapu Bulu. I think that could add a lot, and we're seeing Excadrill be really good right now, and I think Rillaboom is one way to kind of not negate that necessarily, but adding more grass types into the format is nice. I like grass types, because the most common grass type right now is Whimsicott, who doesn't do anything against Excadrill. So, yeah. What do I not want to see? So, I really, really, really do not want to see Incineroar. Don't bring Incineroar into Sword and Shield. Keep it out. It should stay away. Incineroar, you belong in the past. Now, why am I worried about Incineroar specifically? For those of you who don't know, Incineroar was found in the game's code. So, unlike the other Pokemon, for example, Executor, who's not a part of the game and is not in the game's code, some Pokemon are in the game's code but are not actually present or not actually obtainable in the game. Incineroar is one of those Pokemon. So, I am perpetually worried, and Joe Merrick, thank you, Sarah B. Joe, took the time to read the rules, or just knew the rules, and said, basically, even if Incineroar is allowed, it won't be legal this year, right? It's not in the Galar Pokédex, and so therefore, because it is not in the Galar Pokédex, you cannot use it. That's great, but I don't even want to take a chance of this thing coming anywhere near me. It's a bit of a shame, because I really do like Poplio's evolution, Brione's evolution, Primarina, that's what it's called. And I would like to use that now that we don't have Tapu Fini, because I always wanted to use Primarina, but it was not. There wasn't a good reason to use it over Tapu Fini. However, Primarina coming in means that Incineroar is coming in, and so Primarina has to stay out of the game, in my opinion. In terms of other things that I think will be there, I think they might talk about Pokemon Sleep. I feel like Pokemon really likes phone games at the moment, so I feel like there might be an announcement of that. I would not mind at all a spin-off game. I think that could be cool. A game like Pokemon Coliseum. Oh, Pokemon Coliseum would be so good. Pokemon XD, like one of those style games, that would be amazing. Probably too much to ask for. Or a good mystery dungeon game. For those of you who have not played Explorers of Time, Explorers of Darkness, incredible game. And I honestly really loved like Pokemon Ranger as well. Like those were all games that I really loved as well. Pokemon Stadium 3. Give me Pokemon Stadium 3. Like if you're gonna make a big game announcement, make it a spin-off game, make it good. Pokemon XY. I mean YD, whatever. EFCDE. Pokemon YE. Pokemon Yeah. Sequel to XD. XYZ. Okay, I know the alphabet. This has been proven on camera. Pokemon Yi. Pokemon YE. Sequel to Pokemon XD. Very good game. Let's do that. Let's do Pokemon Coliseum number 2. Let's do Despacito number 2. Let's do Pokemon Snap 2. Listen, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I never played Pokemon Snap because I never had a Nintendo 64, 65. But I will champion this cause for you because I know that people love Pokemon Snapple. Okay, so Pokemon Snap 2, please, please, Birdie, tell your uncle. Please tell your uncle. Please Pokemon Snap 2. But really, Pokemon Stadium 3, Pokemon XD, Pokemon Coliseum, a good spin-off game, right? Even if it's something new, something like innovative, something good, something that's not a main series game, but is still very, like, it's still a Pokemon game. I would love to see that. That's a reach, I know. So in terms of what I expect, like, Sleep, probably. Home, probably. Announcement of Wolf Corp sponsorship, probably, right? And maybe some other stuff. Maybe there's, like, they're opening, like, a Pokemon Center in Washington, D.C., I don't know, or, like, in, like, some other country, like Paris. Paris is my favorite country. You know, fun fact, I almost bought tickets to Paris the other day, but I'm not gonna tell that story. Anyway, I didn't. I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to see Incineroar. I wouldn't mind seeing hidden ability starters. I would kind of like to wait a little bit longer because it's still so early, right? Like, why are you telling me news? Why are you telling me news a month and a half after the game's release, right? Do you have something big, or are you? Or the other thing, DLC. Give me, please, Battle Factory DLC. I have waited for so long for Battle Factory, and it never came. Battle Factory's never coming back, but I really want Battle Factory back. Also, they're definitely going to announce new Gigantamax stuff, like, probably not new Gigantamax forms, unless they want to announce, like, Toxtricity legally, but they're probably going to be like, hey, now Lapras is going to be common, or Gengar is going to be common, right? Stuff like that. So, basically what I'm saying is, I think there's going to be a lot of little stuff. I really hope there's not a new game announcement, unless it's a good spin-off game, preferably by another, like, studio. I don't really know how these things work, I'll be completely honest, but I think that sounds pretty good to me. Anyway, thank you for watching and for not making a comment about my camera being out of focus. I really appreciate everybody who does those things. Maybe 150,000 and I customize my trainer soon. Yeah, if you're still awake, press I am awake right now. Okay, thank you for watching. See you for the direct tomorrow, which I will not be live streaming because I will be working. Goodbye.